Hello my dears and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you've chosen to spend your time with me and supporting my channel. Really easy. Like the video, leave a comment, subscribe, and click on the notification bell. And I hope that you're all doing well. But if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. But in the meantime, join me in meeting 100 Acre Arcana. And this deck was created by Mark Andrew Smith and illustrated by Lisa Kubja. I think I said that right. Published by Steamboat Legends, and it was released 2025 and retails for $68. And I got this through Kickstarter with the Mystic Honeypot Arcana. And I will be doing a video on this one next. And Mark has created a few other decks, the Gancho's Arcana 1928 and the Steamboat Arcana, and I do believe I did previous videos on that. He also created the Skeleton Dance Arcana and the Aviators Arcana, and I don't have those decks, but they're on my wish list. So I will link the website if you do want to check out the decks and maybe purchase them. So the deck box itself, as you can see, it's got this nice little silver, I cannot think of the word. I want to say glow. I'll just say glow. And depending on the light, it's either blue or silver. It's pretty cool. It is 5 1/4 height, and across is 3 1/4, and it's 2 inches width, and we have a cute little Eeyore there, and there's no title on any side, sadly. And then we have Kanga and Rue, and we got some butterflies. It's kind of cute. And on the back we have Christopher Robin, and we have some more of the I cannot think of the name. It's going to drive me nuts, but I'll just say glow. And we just have a little bit of information about copyright, illustrated. Okay, and this is a magnetic box, as you can hear. And we open up, we have some more bees, butterfly. It does come with a guidebook, and we'll go over that. It doesn't come with a ribbon, and they're not snug, but they're not going to go anywhere because of the magnetic box. And because there's no ribbon, you're going to have to pour them out. It's not a big deal. Alright, so the cards themselves are tarot size. Just regular tarot size, as you can see. The dimensions. And if you're interested, the cardstock is 330 GSM black core, and as you can see, reversals will not be revealed, and it's got a little high gloss. It's like a linen, I want to say linen high glossy. Oh, it's very shiny though. Okay, so they have included 6 extra oracle cards, and I'll just go ahead and show you those first. And with my tarot videos, if you've seen them before, I always do a side-by-side comparison with a Rider-Waite deck, and I've been using the same one pretty much in all of my videos because I really like it. And it is the Radiant Rider-Waite Tarot, and it's published by US Game Systems. And if you can't find it at US Game Systems, it's more likely at Amazon, or you can just Google it. You just pull it up and ask Google to find it for you. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and flip through the oracle cards because they're cute. And we have the title of the card and the illustration. A little piglet. Aw, that's very cute. Aww. Eeyore. Okay. Alright, so. And there's only one change that's been made in the whole deck, and that is the Lover's card. And we'll explore it as we do the flip through. So we have the title of the card and the number. And it's so cute. And I do like the art style in this deck. And I will be doing the last video that I'm going to be doing because I have the 3 Winnie the Pooh decks. I'm going to be doing a flip through of all 3. Oh, never mind. There was no change in this deck. So the Lovers stayed the Lovers. That was with the other one. Yeah, I got it kind of mixed up. But when I'm done with the Mystic Honeypot Arcana, I'm going to do a flip through of the 3 decks. So you can kind of, yeah, I'll be doing the Wisdom of Pooh Tarot and then the Mystic Honeypot along with this one. So you can kind of see the differences in the decks. So if you're interested in getting a Winnie the Pooh deck, you can kind of see the differences in the illustrations and see if it's for you, or if you want to get all 3. You know what they look like. Yeah, I can't resist a Winnie the Pooh deck. I just can't. Oh, poor Eeyore. Lost his tail. It's a cute star card. Yeah. And there'll probably be a lot more Winnie the Pooh decks, I imagine, because I think it was 2024, Winnie the Pooh became public domain along with Tigger, because Tigger was not introduced with Winnie the Pooh. It was a little later that Tigger was included, and now both Winnie the Pooh and Tigger are public domain. Okay, so that is the major arcanas. And even though public domain says that you're free to use Winnie the Pooh in your projects or anything, there's still the issue of copyright. So Disney has basically, I guess you could say, copyrighted a version of Winnie the Pooh, and that's the one with the red shirt. And you've probably seen the one with the red shirt, and with that version of Winnie the Pooh, you will have to ask Disney for permission and pay them for that. But any other version, unless it's been copyrighted and pretty much taken, you can use any version you like of it. All right, so next we're going to move into the wands. And the wands are represented by the lamps, as you can see. And they kept the court cards, the page, knight, queen, and king. Next, we move on to the swords. And the swords are represented by shovels. Which is kind of weird. That they would pick shovels to represent the swords. But I'm sure they have their reasons. So, next suit is the cups, and this one is represented by cups, or well, I don't want to say mugs, but yeah, I'll just say cups. Different kinds of cups. Poor Pooh lost his cups of honey. Okay, and lastly, we have the pentacles, but in the Pooh deck, it looks like, I want to say honey pots. Looks like a honey pot. It looks more like a cookie jar, but with Winnie the Pooh, it's probably a honey pot. Plus it's got a bee on top of it, so probably is a honey pot. I thought that they would use Eeyore as the Knight of Pentacles, because he is slow. He is a slower creature in the Winnie the Pooh world, but I can kind of understand him being the cups because he is emotional. feels, all the feels, I guess you could say. Okay, so that is the deck. Yeah, I really like the illustrations. I think that they're very sweet and they are very cute. Alright, so cardstock, flexi bendy. Yeah, so I think it's a good medium. It's not too thin and it's not too thick. And I think they should last you for a while. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at the guidebook. And we have the introduction page. And we have the contents pages. And then we go into the deck itself and just talking about a little bit about the tarot deck in general. And then we have some spreads. The only thing that yeah, I kind of have a little issue with is that, I mean, I understand the 3-card spread is a past, present, future, the Celtic cross, but they don't have the actual what the card represents. And if you've done tarot for a while, you know what the Celtic cross spread, what each card represents. But there are people, there are always beginners, and they're going to look at that and go, well, what card represents that? So this section is not very beginner friendly. And you have your 1-card daily draw, then you have the relationship spread with no guidance, and then you have a horseshoe spread, no guidance, an elemental spread, once again no guidance. So that's the only thing I don't like about the guidebook. And then we go into the major arcana, and it goes into a little bit of background of what the major arcana represents, and then you get some cards at the bottom. And basically we're in the meaning section, and you get a black and white illustration. Then we have our upright and reversal keywords, and then we have the upright and reversal meanings, which is always nice when they include reversals. Some creators don't use reversals in their guidebook, and yeah, it's not a big deal if it's not in the book, because a lot of people don't like working with reversals. Some people do. Alright, so we have the minor arcana going into that, and this goes into a little bit of background of what the minor arcana is about. And we go into the individual suits and talks about them a little bit, and then same thing, they don't minimalize the minor arcana, which is nice, because in a lot of guidebooks they will do less than the major arcana, and I totally understand why they do that, because the major arcana is major events, as the minor arcana is more like the day-to-day little consistency kind of things that happen in your life. Okay, and then we have the different suits. We have split up with a page for each one, and that is about it. And there's the Steamboat Legends and Lisa's socials. Okay, so going into shuffling, and with shuffling you can shuffle, there's no right or wrong way how you want to shuffle. Alright, so with this deck, the poker rifle shuffle, whichever you want to call it, is no issue. If you can do the regular size tarot, you could do these with no issue. And I always say it's how you can and how you prefer to do it. So you can do the rifle shuffle because they are flexible and bendy. You should have no issue with it. It shouldn't be, because I've had really stiff cards and they've hurt my hands. You can do the overhead which is my favorite. I really like that. Although sometimes it's a pain in the butt when the cards really want to talk to you and cards keep popping out and saying, pick me, pick me. And you can separate them by just cutting up the cards. Side shuffling, maybe. I mean, they are flexible and that does help, but I generally stay away from side shuffling unless they're very wide, like oracle cards. Oracle cards are good for side shuffling because the majority of them are very wide cards. And the fan should be no issue, as you can see, very smooth, very smooth. Or you can just, you know, spread them out all over your desk or table and pick them one by one. Alright, so let's see which card wants to pop out and say hello and give us a message. Yeah, and when I do the 3 deck version of all the 3 decks, you guys will have to let me know which one you prefer. Ah, the world. Endings and beginnings. Alright. Some people, things are ending and beginning. Alright, so keywords: fulfillment, completion, integration. Reversed: incompletion, stagnation, residence. The World card marks the end of a significant journey, signifying fulfillment, triumph, and wholeness. It represents the culmination of efforts and lessons learned. This card invites you to acknowledge your achievements and embrace the moment of wholeness. Your fortune hinges on integrating your experiences and moving forward with a sense of fulfillment, ready for new beginnings. Remember, every ending is also a new beginning, and you are equipped with the wisdom needed for the next phase of your journey. If it was reversed, the World card suggests feelings of incompleteness or stagnation. Resistance to change or reluctance to let go of the past may still hold you back. Completion and integration are still possible despite challenges. Learn from past lessons and open yourself up to new beginnings. Yeah, I'm not a fan of the 1 card draw, but I do it to give you guys an idea of if you were to draw a card and what the guidebook says. I usually will do 2 cards because it's like when you only do a 1 card draw, you're sitting there going, okay, what's going to be ending? What do I need to start over? But if you do a 2nd card, it'll kind of like pin it down. So just as an example, I used to do 1 card draws, but I was like, okay, what's going to happen? What are they talking about? So when I do my daily draw, I'll do 2 cards. Okay, balance. Okay, so justice is basically, it could be if something, like you've gone to court for something, or you're waiting for something legal to end, it could be in your favor. Justice is also about balancing, so it could be something is ending and starting and balancing out for you. So it's all up into interpretation about justice, because justice is like the balance card. Temperance is another of the major balancer cards. What is it? The 2 of Pentacles, those kind of balancing things. But this gives you a better idea than just drawing 1 card. But that's why I like to do the 2 card, but I just do the 1 card to give you guys an idea of what's in the guidebook and how they write the meanings and stuff. Because I've had some people who write the guidebook and some of the stuff they've written, I'm like, that doesn't make sense. So I just do that a little extra, so you kind of get the idea of what the guidebook is about as well. So basically that is all I have for this deck. And if you do own this deck, let us know how it's working out for you, or if you bought it or put it on your wish list. I'm always interested in learning about that as well, to see if I helped you decide on a deck. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with another video. But until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.